Hi positive writers, readers, it's Positive Writer today with another video. Today, I'm going to be filming my Reading Rush wrap-up. The Reading Rush was a week-long readathon where you try and complete 7 challenges, try and read 7 books, which also are half challenges attached to them. Had some great hosts this year, great challenges. I had a blast. So, without further ado, we're going to get into my Reading Rush wrap-up. While I did have a blast, it completely snuck up on me, so by the time it was about to be time to do the thing, I had to grab books off my shelf and off my desk, mainly my desk, that I hadn't read yet, which was not a lot. I didn't have a lot to choose from, which made it bad, because there are some books that I own that I just do not want to read, or can't get into, or whatever, and I was just like, disastrous. But anyway, I tried my best, and that is what matters. So today we're going to be getting into that. So the first challenge was read a book with purple on the cover. And I chose The Cerulean by Amy Ewing, or Ewing, I don't know. But when you tilt this correctly, or the right way, whatever, it turns purple. And so I picked this one, and I've had this book for a while. It was in my it was in a book box that I got a while ago, and I never really thought to read it. It kind of just was sitting on a desk, lonely. And this is one of the ones I like the most. I really enjoyed it. It was very, very good. It's a duology. I cannot wait for the second one. I literally love this book. It was something I didn't really think it was going to be. Like, because I read the blurb when I first got it. I read it on camera. I forgot what book box it was that I got, but I read the blurb and everything, and I thought it was going to be one thing, and then it spiraled into something completely different, and I loved it. Absolute love. So, this one really surprised me. Actually, kind of all these books kind of surprised me, except for like one of them. So, hope you guys pick this one up and enjoy it. That challenge completed. The second challenge was to read a book in the same spot the entire time. For that, I chose Otherworld by Jason Segel and Kristen Miller, and I read it all, and I liked it in the same place I read it all in my bed, which is where I read all my books. But anyway, I did enjoy it very much. It was very good. There is another book, so thank the Lord. But I enjoyed this. It was good. I mean, star rating for that one, 5 stars for sure. For this one, maybe like 3 or 4. It was good. I did enjoy myself. Right now, I'm kind of blanking on what happened in it, but I did enjoy it. So there's that. That one is completed. The next challenge was to read a book you meant to read last year, and this was the only candidate. This book is called Nothing Lasts Forever by Sydney Sheldon, and I've had it since last year because a friend lent it to me because I gave her one of my books, and I just never gave the book back, sorry. But anyway, I wanted to read it, and I kept telling her I was, but I just never got around to it, so this was a perfect time to pick it up. And I loved it. By far my favorite book I read this month. I adored this, very much so, because it was completely different from anything I've ever read in my life, and it was perfect. I flew through it. I thought it was going to be dense, and I was not going to be able to get into it or whatever, because it's so different in like every way to every other book that's on this list and on my shelves. But I freaking loved it. This book was written in 1994. It's about 3 women doctors at a time where doctors were all men, and it was just so beautiful. I loved it so much. I enjoyed myself. It was beautiful, and I want to go pick up all of Sydney Sheldon's books. So definitely will be hyping this author up a lot more. I really loved it, and it was just great. 5 stars for sure, and that challenge is completed. Now, fourth challenge was to read an author's first book, and I picked Duels, and Deception by Cindy Yancey. I could not get into this. I tried my hardest. I got to page 35, and I could not get into it. And I'm deciding now why I realized why I was in a reading slump for like 4 months, because I was forcing myself to read books I really did not enjoy instead of going out and finding books I did want to read and then reading those. So I'm not going to do that anymore. I am DNFing books now, because I mean, I did it before if I really didn't like something, but sometimes I just hate read stuff. But it wasn't even a hate read. If I can't get into a book, I'm not going to try and read it anymore, because it just messes up the entire experience, and you're just wasting time for doing other things like reading actual books that you like that you will finish. So this one was a fail, but I'm not even mad. It was a win on my part because I got to read something else I really enjoyed. So there's that. The next challenge was to read a book with a non-human main character, and for that I did choose The Cerulean for again. I didn't read it again, but I chose it for both challenges because it was the only book that I actually own with a non-human main character. So moving on, the next one was to pick a book that has 5 or more words in the title. And for that one, I chose the 10,000 Doors of January, which I also could not get into, so trashed. So then we have the last reading challenge. Well, it wasn't the last reading challenge, but it was one of the last reading challenges. Read and watch a book to movie adaptation. And I read and watched Gone Girl by Gillian Flynn, and I loved it. Oh my god, what am I trying to say? Freak. I loved it so much. I've already seen the film, but I read it, and it was completely like the film. It was like, I don't even know which one is better. It was that accurate, and I just enjoyed myself a lot. It was really fun. It was really interesting. Just as interesting as watching the movie was. And I just loved it. Okay, 5 out of 5 stars, and I'm so ready to get into the thriller genre now because this snapped. So that was what I did for the reading rush. The last challenge was to just read 7 books, and I was going to read The Beautiful, but I decided to just give myself a freaking break because I tried my best and I read the books that I could get into and trashed the ones I didn't. So I had a great reading rush because this year was just all over the place. So I did my absolute best, and I came out on top. I read more than I didn't read, so that is a good thing. Also, I did my best. So, I hope you enjoyed watching my reading rush videos, and I hope you had a great reading rush too. I hope that all that you wanted to do, you did, and that you did your best. And if you didn't, there's always next year. Don't be so hard on yourself, fam. So, I love you all. I'll see you later with another video, and bye.